All right, guys. Well, welcome to our call this evening. We are so excited to be here. So, Karen and myself are going to be sharing with you guys this evening a little bit more about this leadership retreat that we just went on. And we are just fired up and so excited to share all of these really great announcements with you. And then also talk to you about a few other things that are just kind of getting us excited about this business. Obviously, you guys are here because maybe you do Beachbody, maybe you do some of our programs, maybe you're a coach, but we want to show you and share with you a few great things tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and share our screen, and then we'll both do a brief introduction. Can everybody see my screen?
Yep.
All right, Bethany, you're coming in. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. Karen, do you want me just to go first, or you want to talk?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
All right, guys. Well, my name is Lisa Fote, for those of you who don't know me, and I have been a Beachbody coach for a little over 6 years. And so what I originally started my journey was me being a postpartum mom, age 35, needing to lose the baby weight. And so I saw a girl I know on Instagram and on Facebook just posting these pictures. She had great success. We were the same age. She was getting the same kind of results, having a baby in her mid 30s. And I reached out and asked, what are you doing? And so way back when, 6.5 years ago, she introduced me to the 21-day fix, and I got really great results. I was a dean of a college at a time, so I had a very stressful career. I worked 40 hours a week. I commuted 10 hours a week. I had a 6-month-old, and I had a 6-month-old, a 6-month and a 3.5-year-old. And so I'm going to mute you. If you guys wouldn't mind just muting your lines, that'd be great. And so I needed a simple solution that I could do from home, that I could get really great results and, still live my life and be a mom and not have to go to the gym or pay for childcare or anything like that. And so lo and behold, I found Beachbody. I fell in love with the programs. I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with our products. And I'm still here 6.5 years later. I do all the programs and I love it. And now this is my full-time job, even though I only work part-time hours. And so that's just kind of how I got started with this business. And we'll dive a little bit more into that later. But Karen, go ahead, take it away.
What's really cool, I always love to hear how people got started, because I know for myself, I was desperate to feel better in the skin that I was in. I had 3 kiddos within 19 and 20 months apart. I was up breastfeeding my youngest at the time, and up came an infomercial. That's how we used to market. That's how Beachbody used to market. And I just jumped into it. I started with P90X, and then a couple years later, I became a coach. And I got started coaching for different reasons. I knew that I wanted to do more than stay at home. And I felt bad to say that, because we agreed that I was going to be the homemaker while my husband was building the career in corporate America that we said that we were going to do. I was in corporate America before. I jumped out of it, and I was happy to at the time, because I didn't find satisfaction in my job. And I thought, okay, I'm going to be a mom. And you know what? It wasn't all the things that I wanted to be. And so what ended up happening for my husband and I is he was on a corporate fast track to become, one of the top partners in the company that we worked really, really hard for 15 years in. And we got there and we're like, what are we doing? And we didn't really like the path that we were on. And so we had lots of conversations, because that was the plan that we had. That was the plan that we set. That was our 401k. That was our savings. I was the mom that was staying at home. And we kept on pursuing the fact that life is short and we wanted to do more. And so when he left all things on the table, for all things that we prepared for, planned for, mortgage, 3 babies at the time, he jumped, he left, started his own financial business, and I started coaching. And the rest is history. The rest is history. It's interesting because there are obviously ebbs and flows in the course of the journey, and different things happen as I progress 7 years later. But oh my goodness, I just think about that pivotal moment and how it changed everything for us. And for that, I am so very grateful. So that's one piece of my story that I'm always really excited to reflect on and just be so very grateful that I said yes and that we changed the path that we were on and we are where we are today.
I love that. And, you know, a lot of that speaks to me too, because we were in this corporate rut for so long. And, you know, we decided to make a change. We moved our family to Florida. We didn't know anybody. We just decided, like, let's make a move. Let's go for this. And because of this business, we were able to do that. So I'm
I
thankful
love
for
that.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well, we know that you are probably here because you want to hear this exciting news. So, Karen, you want to share more about Mix and Body?
Absolutely. So here's the thing. I know that I am older and revealing age whenever I say I started years and years and years ago. In 2014, Beachbody had DVDs, and that's how I worked out with the programs that got me amazing results. And up comes years and years later to 2020, we rolled out Beachbody On Demand, which was amazing to be able to stream all of the workouts that we paid individually for prior to Beachbody On Demand. And Lisa, I'm sure you remember that. It was like a big, like, you know, changing from DVDs to Beachbody On Demand. And then now the most recent introduction, because the way Beachbody does things is we are always just on top of what you know, what people want, and just the cutting edge of technology and just health and fitness in general. And so we are launching Body, which is Beachbody On Demand Interactive. And the launch date was literally just announced an hour ago. So on October 19th, we are going to be launching Body, and it's super exciting because right now we're currently in the beta test phase. And I have had the opportunity to take many classes, and the energy is so exciting because you are working out live with the trainer. You have the opportunity to literally be on the screen and part of the podcast, and he or she can call out your name. And believe me when I tell you, you're working out harder. You are. When that camera's on you and you're working out live, the energy is just amazing. So we are launching Body. It is going to be launched live on October the 19th. And 2 weeks ago, we just launched our newest bike, our only bike, but we just launched our bike, the Mix bike. And I'm so very excited to be able to get that delivered here. My delivery date here is in a couple of weeks, but it's just so very exciting to be a part of something as exciting as Body and the bike. To be competitive with someone like Peloton, which has ruled the market for some time, and to be able to add in our interactive platform and now also have a bike to the home gym. I'm just so very excited about it. And we are going to be launching Premiere Week the 1st of November, where Carl is going to, and he has a lot of things that he's going to be delivering just based on the trainers that are going to be going live, as well as prizes that are going to be associated with that week as well. So very exciting time. One other mention about the Mix bike is the special promo launch price has been extended now through Premiere Week. It was supposed to be ending on the 18th of October. And so now we are able to also have and share that opportunity with our clientele and you as coaches as well, where you can save $300 total over the course of the package. So super exciting. I know I talked a little bit longer about that, but it's exciting. And Lisa and I had the opportunity at Leadership to take a class to just get our hands on the bike, and just, it's exciting. It is just, it's amazing.
And I'll just add one thing to that too. And what I love so much, Carl is the CEO of Beachbody. For those of you who don't know who he is, he founded Beachbody 23 years ago. And if I can say one thing about the man, that he is a visionary, and
Mhm.
he has had this vision for this company to come so far, from the days of P90X and DVDs to where we are now. We have equipment we can bring into the home. We have live interactive platforms. We have our on-demand library. So we are just continuing to innovate year over year. And, Karen and I have both witnessed that, starting our coaching journey 6 and 7 years ago. And it just keeps getting better. And that's the best part.
I agree with that. It does. It does.
Um, so I'm going to talk a little bit about our next program. So in case you don't know, Beachbody acquired a new super trainer, and her name is Jennifer Jacobs. And Karen and I both got to meet her at Leadership, and she came from Peloton. She is amazing. She is sweet. She is kind. She actually came up to Karen and I while we were looking at the bikes, and she helped Karen fit her bike, all of the height requirements and handlebar requirements. And Karen was like, "Who's this lady?"
I was. Oh goodness, yes.
And she's just really like, she cares, and you can see that. And she's very compassionate about what she does, and she loves writing. But she has developed a program that it can or it can't have anything to do with spinning. That's completely up to you. So she designed this new program called Job One, and it's going to be launching in December. So if you've done Beachbody for a while now, you probably know that we always launch a program in December, and usually we do it like right after the first of the year, right? And so this new program, it's only 5 days a week. It is going to last 4 weeks, and it's only 20 minutes per day. And we got to sample the cardio workout, and we were both dead in 18 minutes. So I'm telling you, like, if people have excuses about time, like, there's no more excuses. 20 minutes a day, you can find that, right? But if you look at this page, the way it's designed is that you have 3 strength days per week and then 2 cardio days. But she's also including some cycling classes. So for the people who do purchase a bike, they could opt in and do the cycle days instead of, just the regular like HIIT type cardio. There's no requirement to have a bike for this. This is just an option. And I think that's what's so great and innovative about what we're doing, is that we now have so many options and can reach so many more people. You've got those group fitness junkies who will love body and the ability to schedule classes and take live classes. You've got people who love the bike and spinning and who now can incorporate that into their program. And Beachbody is known for their programming, and this is what we do best. And so now we just can reach more people by developing stronger programs, that reach the masses. And that's what I am super excited about. But this program is going to be great. 4 weeks, 5 days a week. So you can still complement or supplement. I know I work with women who are training for marathons, who do other things. And now I can share with them like, hey, I've got a great program for you to get started with. And you can still do your marathon training, without risking overtraining. So I'm personally super excited about this one. Karen?
Yes. Well, you also need to say that you are part, or did you already say? Did you say
Oh,
you're part of the test group?
no, I am starting the test group on October 25th. So I will be doing it behind the scenes with Jennifer and doing the film. I'm not going to be in the videos, but we are part of, the test group who's going through it for the first time to provide input and feedback to make any last minute tweaks.
I love that. And Lisa, if you do want to just talk a little bit how you got into part of the group and how new coaches have the opportunity to get into test groups too.
Yeah. So as a new coach, hold on, somebody's in the waiting room, but I can't hit the button. There she is. So as a new coach, what I love so much about our company is Beachbody gives you opportunities to, be recognized and rewarded for your hard work. And one of the rewards that you are eligible for is called, you get a spot in a test group. And what that means is that you get to do this program. So we're starting this program in October, and we're going to do it for 4 weeks, but we're not launching it to the network until December. So you're doing it behind the scenes. You have a firsthand look at it. You get to do your before and afters. You get all of the workouts, all of the meal plan, you get the whole calendar, and you have to sign a contract stating that, you're not going to tell everybody and their brother every single move in the workouts. But it's just an exciting time, especially for a new coach to, feel like, oh my gosh, I'm being rewarded for my hard work. And then we also do a free ticket to our annual conference too for new coaches who do hit these benchmarks in their first few months as a coach.
I love that. You're
Uh-oh.
always, and it designed it to reward those that, and I love that so very much. And my screen just went big right now, just because I know that I'm going to be talking next now about To Be Mindset Pregnant. To actually also just be very considerate to time, but super excited about job one, and just super excited that you're part of the test group. And I'm also a little bit jealous, just so you know, just a little bit. But I wanted to talk next about one of the up and coming things that's happening January 2022. We are launching To Be Pregnant, and really excited about this because I myself follow the To Be Mindset program, which is one of our nutritional programs that Beachbody offers. And I love it because I am not one that likes to necessarily focus so much on the portion control containers, which a lot of people do. But this gives you as a coach to have other opportunities to share with your clientele. And now with To Be Mindset Pregnant, it's another option for us to share with our clients and help them be healthier than ever, because obviously they're feeding for two. And a lot of the times whenever someone is pregnant, they are just trying to do it right, but they don't really know, how to go about their nutrition. Well, Alana Molstein she's been pregnant. I think she's pregnant with her third right now. And she's a certified nutritionist that designed this program initially, To Be Mindset initially, and lost 100 pounds on her own. And so when I say she knows what she's doing, she knows what she's doing. She really makes eating simple, and so that it becomes more of a mental edge that allows you to have that control over your food in a way that maybe you haven't ever before. And to be able to offer this nutrition program to those that are pregnant, I feel like is such a gift. Pre, during, post pregnancy, just to have that nutrition foundation, because it is different. It's a different time. And so that is, again, something else, just like all these tools that we can put in our tool belt as coaches and be able to offer to our clientele as well as ourselves. Like, I get really geeked about it because it never gets boring. There's always something up and coming. And that is just truly so exciting to me. And just to be able to offer all of these things and to know that Beachbody is just continuing to always have things in the works. It's just, there's nothing else like it. There's nothing else like it. So that's a little bit about To Be Mindset Pregnant.
Yeah. And that will be launched within the Body platform as well. So you can access that. And then there will be a separate community for that too. So I'm pumped about that too. I personally follow the container plan, but I dive into everything that we have just so I can understand it better, and I can share that with customers too. And, to be able to help pregnant women, that's going to be amazing. Because we do have a lot of women on our team who have multiple children, and, we get them through the postpartum process, but now we can get them through the pregnancy process as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. Here's the next one that I'm really excited about. So I'm sure most of you, if you're familiar with Beachbody, you're familiar with Autumn Calabrese, right? So she has designed a new program that is twofold. Number one, it is a 4-week gut protocol. And so she's been doing a ton of research, a ton of allergy testing, a ton of food sensitivity testing. And she has designed a program that's coming in March, and it is a 4-week elimination diet. And it has been studied by doctors and registered dietitians, but it is meant to remove foods that cause food sensitivity. So she's going to be focusing on, I think she said, the 4 major foods. She didn't tell us what it was. We don't really have a ton of insight, but it's going to be a nutritional based program because so many people, especially as women, suffer from bloating, gas, maybe IBS, just a lot of intestinal discomfort. And a lot of that comes from the foods we're eating. So she's going to really take some time to educate us on those highly inflammatory foods and food sensitivities and how to eliminate foods to see, you know, what you have, you know, a reaction to, or what causes inflammation. So there are going to be a couple of supplements that come with this program once it launches that are a part of our 21-day ultimate reset. So for those of you who don't know, we have a 3-day cleanse, 3-day refresh, and then we have a much larger 21-day ultimate reset that's all vegan, it's all food-based. You're not really supposed to work out with it, and they use a couple of supplements that she's going to integrate into this program. And I'm not super familiar with them, but it will be a part of the program. So you'll get the food list and all of that. In addition to actually following the gut protocol, because you'll be doing an elimination, she has also created this 4-week program that is a fitness program as well. It's called 4 Weeks for Everybody. And it's no impact workouts. So if you know Autumn, you know she's usually pretty crazy and doing the high impact stuff. But it's 4 days a week. It's 4 weeks. It's supposed to go right along with the gut protocol. They're all less than 30 minutes, all efficient. They optimize strength, mobility, and vitality. And the great thing about them, like I said before, is they're no impact, no jumping, no burpees. So you're still going to get a good resistance workout without doing all of that stuff that, like, especially me in my 40s now, like, I don't want to be jumping around and doing burpees, you know, if I can avoid it. But she is putting these two programs together so we can really take a good look at, like, what is causing these issues. I don't know, like, if I'm alone, or I know a lot of people that I talk to have gut issues, and really just learning how to heal your gut and figuring out, like, you know, what are those things and are you sensitive to them too? So I'm personally really excited about this one. Karen?
No, absolutely too. I mean, from someone that has had gut issues, I think a lot of people have sensitivities to food in this day and age, that they live with it, just not knowing, not educated as to what's going on. And Autumn herself is bringing this to the table because of her own personal issues. And I love that, to be able to be proactive in making something to offer to other people, because she knows that she's not alone here. Here she is healthy, and she was having some issues, and it all really starts from, you know, the gut, and for it to be delivered by Autumn, because she's so educated. And I'm really excited to learn too. I'm always a student and wanting to learn more. So I'm excited about it.
Yep, me too. All right, guys. So we're going to kind of transition just a little bit. So we've had an opportunity to chat just a little about, you know, some of the exciting programs and the equipment and the subscription services that we have coming. Like, the next 6 to 9 months are going to be pretty amazing. We're just continuing to evolve. We're continuing to innovate. We're continuing to add new things. And so maybe some of you guys are customers right now. Maybe you're signed up as a preferred customer or a discount coach, whatever that may be. Maybe you have no idea what that means. You're just here because somebody invited you, and that's perfectly okay too. But as a coach, you have the opportunity to not only take part in these programs, but also change other people's lives. And I think, you know, Karen and I especially have just really been blessed by this business and are just so excited to help even more women understand, like, our business is not hard. It is simple, and we can teach you and train you how to do it. And we thrive off the community, and we thrive off doing these groups together. And so we are just pumped about that. Do you want to add anything, Karen?
No, I agree. I mean, honestly, we hadn't had a live event for over 18 months, and we recently just came from leadership, and it puts so many exclamation points, you know, like, just makes me so excited to just feed and fuel off of the energy and the community that we have. And yes, we are all about, you know, we all have the same belief and thoughts of helping others live healthier and more fulfilling lives. But in doing that, you can absolutely build a business, and in building that business, create your sense of whatever freedom means to you. And as I progress in my journey as a coach, I am so very passionate about that and sharing that as well.
Yeah. And so I just wanted to share something really quickly. Karen, sorry, I threw you off. I added something.
And that's great. That's good.
But in case you don't know, in order to be a coach, we don't have a minimum product or quota to meet. You don't have to make a certain amount of sales to in any given month. We have goals, we have benchmarks, we do push for them because most women who come in either want to, pay for their products or earn an income. But you're not going to be like cast off the island if you miss them, right? So we don't keep inventory in our home. We don't ship orders out. We don't take care of any of the customer service. We really just connect people with the right programs and products based on their current fitness level and their goals. And then one of the greatest parts of this business too, that I just like, I feel so blessed, and I don't write it enough in my gratitude journal, but working in the cracks of your day. This summer I was able to take a 2-week trip with my family, and we drove and we put like 3,000 miles on my car, but I could work my business in an hour per day this summer while I was traveling across the country with my kids in the car. And we have focused activities that are set out so that you know exactly what to do to build your business. You just have to do them. And if you do them and you're super consistent, you can be successful. It's just a matter of consistency and doing the work and, doing it throughout the day. Because
Lisa, can I add something into that real quick?
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. As far as doing and working in the cracks of your day, I think that's so awesome. And to be able to do that, like whenever I was in carpool pickup when my kids were younger, to be able to do that was crucial because I didn't know what I was doing. Like I was trying and wanting to be a boss, but I didn't know how. But the thing that I always love to tell my team, and then Lisa, I'm sorry that I interrupted, but I wanted to say this or else I was going to forget, is this is your own business. You're not alone in this business. So while you can do and work your business as you please, just know that you will have the support as you want. If in the event that you work and thrive well in working live and Zoom calls with others, or if in the event that you want to be a part of team pods that we have or team pages that we have, you will have the arms of the community around you. And I love that. It's your own business, but you're not alone in this business.
Yeah. And there are definitely seasons of hustle and seasons of rest, and that's what I love too. Right now I have a very focused work schedule because my kids are at school. So I work while my kids are at school, but in the summertime, I kind of, I want to hang out with my kids. And Karen's going to talk a little bit more about trips and incentives on the next page. But, one of the greatest things, like I love working toward a goal. And so if somebody puts a tank top in front of me and says like, you need to run 5 miles to earn this tank top, I'm probably going to do it. But we are rewarded with incentives and trips and prizes and travel and apparel. And it's just so much more. And it's only because we're doing our jobs. We're helping people get healthy and fit. And then as Karen was mentioning, we do provide training and mentorship. We want to make sure you are successful. And, coming from the corporate world where at least I always felt like, nobody wanted to train me because they were threatened by me. No one wanted to give me a roadmap to success. And that doesn't exist here. We work together. We collaborate together. We want you to be successful and we want to show you how to do that. It's just up to you to take the action to do it,
Exactly. And I love that though too. Not all teams are created equal. Our team is pretty amazing. We have a lot of resources and training so that you are able to copy the cat. Like you're able to replicate what it is that we do and implement it into the level based on what you are seeking, what you are and what your vision is as far as what and why you want to be a coach. And I love that.
Yeah. Oops. Why is it going backwards? There we go.
It's 9:30. So we will, I definitely want to be respectful, with time. I just also have so much passion for the fact that it's more than just a job. I love the things. I love the recognition. I love the gifts. I love to be able to be a part of these amazing events. And leadership is, and was probably my top most exciting time so far, just because it was intimate and we were treated like queens just based on the recognition that we got over the course of the time that we were in Arizona this past week. And I'm so very excited about that, to be able to take something that you're passionate about in helping other people get healthier and fit and helping other women build businesses from home and to make it fit within the cracks of your day, but then also be a part of this amazing community that the energy is undeniable. It's just amazing. I love it, love it, love it. So there are different options and opportunities for you to dial into events over the course of the year. This past 18 months has been unique with the pandemic and everything that we have going on. But we are picking back up and stepping into the events. We just came from a leadership event. There is a new leader conference that is going to be set in January, that if an event that you are wanting to jump in and hit the ground running, that's definitely something that I would want to talk and discuss with you further on. We have what is called a Success Club trip, where as you are hitting certain benchmarks within the corporate within the course of the year, you can get invited to an all expense paid for vacation. And just a little side story on that, I have been to each of the Success Club trips. And when I was just starting out as a coach, I was 6 months in, I got pulled off of the wait list. And like I shared with you before, my husband and I, we're hard workers. And we really tended to work and play not as much as we wanted to, just because we were so driven to just trying to provide for our family and build the life that we wanted. And to be able to, because I was awarded this trip, which was a cruise, I was able to take my family, my 3 kids, my husband and I were paid for, and I paid for our 3 kids on a cruise, getting our passports, and to be able to be a part of this and to be the person that was giving, you know, this vacation, something that we weren't taking at the time, is awesome. And that is something that really put the explanation point also to my husband, like, Karen, my gosh, look what you're doing. Like, that was just fun. So we have events and recognition and gifts throughout the course of the year. There's always something going on. We have a team cup currently going on where you can win prizes. And recognition, again, we will be able to set you up based on any different benchmarks that you are wanting to hit. Beachbody has it designed to really just wrap love around you and to recognize those people that are doing the work. And I love that so much. I know, I'm sure Lisa, you can add to that too. I mean, there's so many different things I can share about recognition events and the gifts.
Oh yeah, I mean, we could go on and on about that, but one of the greatest, you know, joys of this business too is being able to earn an income, you know, and to not feel guilty about that. And it's okay to talk about money, and it's okay to want to earn income. And I personally, and I know Karen does too, love mentoring women on how to earn an income from home, working from your phone. You know, I mean, it's doable. It's possible. We give you the tools and the training to do that. And so, yes, the events and the recognition and the gifts, those are all great things. But, you know, I was a career woman. Karen was a career woman. Like, we're a 2-income family. We never decided that I would be home with the kids. We're a 2-income family, and that's how we'll always be. And so I needed to make income, and I needed to sit down with someone and ask them, hey, I need to make this to replace my full-time salary. How do I do that? And she sat down and she showed me exactly what to do. And that's what I love. And so that's why I want to kind of switch gears and show you like what is possible. We have earning opportunities through our programs, through our products. We have earning opportunities through what are called quarterly bonuses. So we have different titles and recognition within our company, but we have women who are earning $30,000 to $50,000 a quarter just as a bonus. That has nothing to do with any of the programs or products they are helping people get started with, because they're committed to their business, because they are growing a business. So this is a legitimate business. And that picture you just saw on the previous page of all of those women, 20 women standing there, at least 5 of them are $1 million earners in our company. And how awesome is that? Like, if the one woman standing in the middle didn't get started, the rest of us wouldn't be standing there. And so because of her, there are at least 5 $1 million earners in that group, and 5 to 10 6-figure earners in that group, because we all decided that we were going to take this business and run with it and help others get healthy and fit. And so there is real opportunity to not just earn income, but to have significance too. And that's what's so great, is that we get to do what we love, share our passion for health and fitness. We get to earn an income while doing that. We get to create a schedule, but we do have to show up consistently, and we do have to do the work every day. And so, Karen, do you want to add anything before I switch to the last slide?
No, I mean, I think that you said everything perfectly. You initially, when you start off as a coach, you are making commission. You're making 25% off of the products that we offer. And that's how you get started. But the cool thing about that is we literally can reverse engineer what it is that you want to make. And that's what Lisa's going to discuss in the next slide too, as far as the opportunity that we have to share.
Yeah. So this is like what sets my soul on fire. These last 12 weeks of the year, like I'm even reading this book, 12-week year. Well, I'm not reading it yet. I have one more chapter in my book, and then I'm transitioning to this because I love being goal oriented and I love setting tangible goals. And this book really just focuses on setting 3 goals that you want to achieve over 12 weeks. And we just so happen to be down to the last 12 weeks of the year, starting Monday. And so Karen and I are coming together to collaborate to run a Cash for Christmas. And I've done this the last 3 years. And what I love so much about it is I get to work with women who tell me, like, I want to earn $500 to pay for my kids' Christmas in cash. And I can tell them, perfect, I can tell you exactly what you need to do to earn $500, because we know the compensation plan, we know how it works, and we can reverse engineer it down to show you. And so last year, I remember 2 years ago, 3 years ago, in the group message thread with a lot of my coaches and my team, we would share every single week for 10 weeks, somebody earned $100. Guess what? They paid for their groceries that week. It helped offset some stress that their family was having. Like, think about that. If you could have an extra $100 coming in to offset some stress, maybe you need to pay off some credit cards. Maybe you need to pay off a medical bill. Maybe you just want to pay for Christmas and not put it on a credit card. We have an income opportunity that is real. It is legit. Karen and I would not be here 6 and 7 years later if it was not. So I can attest to that. And what brings me so much joy, and I can let Karen chime in here in a second too, is just watching this transpire, watching my coaches who are brand new make $100 here or $50 here or whatever. And then watching one of my coaches who's been working for 2 years make her first like $500, $600, $700 paycheck, and just sharing that and sharing what that is, what significance that has to her and what that means to her. And setting those big goals and just going after them. And I'm a big believer in tracking everything. What you can track, whatever you track, you can change, right? So if you track your income, you can always find ways to, do better. If you track your containers and follow your meal plan, you'll probably get better results, right? So I love a tracking system, and we've got it all laid out for you. We can sit down with you and literally show you how you can earn $1,000 in 10 weeks, or maybe $500, whatever the goal may be. We can help you do that. And we are gearing up to launch this on October 25th. So we don't have much time to get it going, but that's the goal, is to help you earn your first $500 or your first $1,000, and to show you how that's possible by sharing these programs, these products, your love for fitness, your passion with people as well.
I don't really have anything else to add to that other than the fact that to be able to bring them together, it's amazing to be able to have a passion for something. And oh, by the way, it's going to help you get healthier and fit and stay more fit in this holiday hustle that we are in, right? And to be able to make a tangible, just show that, yes, this is what I'm going to make. This is my goal, to make $1,000 in the time frame that I am giving myself, and this is how I'm going to do it. And to work with intention based on what we reverse engineer, I love that. To me, that's bringing all of it together. Amelia, can you please shut the door, please? Thank you. Thanks, Ann. So I love that, to be able to bring that together. I just feel like that to me is the dream job, which is why I'm still doing what I'm doing 7 years later, to be able to pass that on to other people and teach them in that respect too, is just, that's where it's at.
Whoops, it's going backwards again. All right, so before we hop off, we know we went over a few minutes, but does anybody have any questions that we can address live? You're always welcome to reach out to us individually, but if you want to ask a question because it's burning right now, go for it. Unmute and share.
And if you're anything like me, like Lisa said, like I will think of all the questions right after. So feel free to reach out to the coach that invited you here, or you can send myself or Lisa a DM as well.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this was helpful. I know, we're obviously really excited about all the things coming, but this is also the time of year when, the fourth quarter, you always hear about games are won in the fourth quarter. And so just a little football analogy, but we're going into that fourth quarter and you still, even though it seems like it's October and there's no chance left of having a successful 2021, I promise you there is. My team 4 years ago did a complete turnaround in the fourth quarter and we ended the year as an elite team. And I know that means nothing to you, but to really like push hard for a goal and to watch it come true, it's doable. And that's what we're here to do, is link arms with you and help you set goals, business goals that are tangible, and show you the way and mentor you if that's what you want to do.
Love that. And actually the same thing happened with us last year. So you just made me a little bit emotional because it's raw, it's real, it's amazing. It's amazing to be able to link arms with other people that get it, got it. And I always say we're stronger together, and rising up and doing things together. It's amazing. It's a pretty cool thing. So, but thank you so much for taking moments out of your day to join us. And again, if you do have any questions for us after the fact, please just make sure that you send us a DM. We just appreciate your time.
Yeah. Thanks for hopping on, guys. I'm going to stop recording.
Thanks so much.